Welcome to the Purpose, Peace and Profit podcast with me, Abby Rogers, where I help driven entrepreneurs to understand how to release stress, struggle and overwhelm so they can effortlessly evolve and release their unstoppable inner power. I'm a therapist, mentor and business owner, and I help stressed business owners and their all-consuming businesses. And I'm here to share the insights I've gleaned over the past 6 years, helping trailblazers, entrepreneurs and conscious leaders on their quest for self-mastery and success without the stress. I'll share my secrets to help you release overwhelm, reconnect with your purpose and passion, reclaim your headspace and joy, and expand into receiving far more than you ever thought possible. Let's go. Hey, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about something very exciting that I have been planning and thinking about for months and months now. And it's finally here. We finally get to bring it out into the world. Can't wait to share it with you. So let me give you some background first. I think that's probably the best place to begin. So really this is something I've wanted to create since I very first came into this space, this crazy, jam-packed, full-on, upside-down, hectic, fast-paced world of entrepreneurship. And I came into this world as an experienced therapist and business owner, but very much from the world of local business, not from the world of online marketing. And so that was, shall we say, a steep learning curve. Some of you have probably been with me all the way through that journey, all the way along. Now, it was kind of coincidental that I popped online around the time that COVID kicked off. I don't know, call that fate, but I just decided slightly before that happened that I was quite interested in the idea of sharing my services and skills with the wider world, and I wanted to create something. I didn't know what at the time, but I just decided to jump online and start experimenting and kind of see where it took me. COVID then came along and I thought, well, why not move the whole business online? So I did, and I'm glad I did. It was certainly a roller coaster, certainly an uphill climb at first, but it's taught me so much along the way. But yeah, back then I didn't know what I was doing, and I just launched in and ran this challenge that I kind of felt called to pull together at the time, which wasn't with any particular aim in mind. I don't think I even had something to sell at the end of it. Randomly, it was just around the time that COVID kicked off, and I thought, I'm just going to run this 5-day thing to help people feel calmer and less stressed and help them get their headspace back, because I could see that so many people were just in panic mode when COVID kicked off. So yeah, I did this challenge, this 5 days to feeling calmer, with no particular objective in mind, just having a go, seeing what it did. I didn't know how to reach people. I didn't know that I needed an audience even back then. Big total rookie newbie mistake. Didn't even really know who it was that I was trying to talk to. I didn't really have any appreciation of the idea that I should be aiming for a specific audience, and I didn't really care because I just wanted to help people, which was where I was coming from. But what I did know was that I wanted to leave people feeling better and less overwhelmed by the whole thing, and less overrun by their lives and businesses and by this impending doom and gloom that was all around us. So it was pretty small, and I ran it for whoever showed up, which was quite a random, eclectic mix of participants, and it was fantastic. It was very, very tiny, but it was great because I could see the veil of stress and brain fog lift, and I could see that people were ending the week after just going through these very simple exercises, feeling much more capable and back in control and serene, and like they were in charge of their own thoughts and feelings rather than they were being run by their thoughts and feelings, and they could make clear decisions, and they felt positive and productive for the first time in months, and they felt actually like they were looking forward to their lives again rather than waking up and having the dreadful panic each morning and dreading each day. So that was wonderful for me. And in many ways we come back to square one, don't we? In many ways we kind of launch out knowing what we're about and what we need to be doing in the world, and then we kind of get distracted and taken off on various tangents. But that's always been my thing, really, is helping people have that experience, reconnect with themselves and their innate power and passion and confidence and who they really are, away from all that noise and fuss and the things that drag us down. So that was very exciting. And off the back of that challenge, I decided I wanted to work with more people as an ongoing thing, really. I loved it so much. I got so much out of it that I thought, do you know what, it would be amazing to be able to do this kind of thing on an ongoing basis, pull together exercises, pull together prompts, and help people through mentoring and coaching and the work that I do to help them on an ongoing basis. So I built and evolved a membership over the next couple of years, and that was wonderful. But I very much was working then with people who were in the earlier stages of their businesses, and what I found was that we did great things with their mindset, but often they needed a lot of support as well with the basics of strategy and business, as well as the stuff that I really loved doing with them. So I knew that I could really help them by working on their mindset and subconscious struggles, but there was lots of business related questions coming up, and that was fine, I could do it, but it wasn't my thing that I love. It wasn't my true calling. And I do love providing mentorship and direction for people that I'm working with and helping them like work out their struggles and where they're taking their business, and offering little insights and helping them just find their next steps. But I think it really is that my genius, my ability to help people have these big realizations and leaps forward in their business goes further when those people already have the building blocks in place and they kind of know what they're doing strategically, and it's more the confidence that they are lacking or the clarity of thought, and they're just not doing the things that they know they want to be doing, or they're not seeing that they could do those things and they don't feel they're quite capable of the things they would really love to achieve. So that's where my genius lies, really. So a couple of years of that, and I had this big epiphany towards the end of last year, and came back to doing what I know I'd wanted to do right from the very beginning, before I got distracted with with trying to fix the world. So there was this huge shedding of everything that I'd become pulled into as my business evolved, and there was this real realignment with what I truly wanted, which is where my whole Align and Arise framework and business name came from. And it's all now about looking at mentally healthy, wealthy, happy ways to do business and helping business owners run their beautiful empires without the stress and struggle and without it feeling hard. And from that, I've now evolved my framework for true sustainable success and self-mastery, which is called the Revolution Framework. Two little words kind of spliced together. We've got revolution because it is approaching it as building the whole thing around you and your mental well-being first and foremost, so that you are in the absolute best place to run your business in a totally intuitive, totally confident and focused and fired up way, free from anxiety, free from stress, free from all the things that feel hard and heavy and difficult. And evolution, because it's all about taking you to your most unstoppable evolution to develop and keep developing, because there's no reason that you can't feel successful and appreciative and enjoy what you have now and feel fabulous about that, but still want to improve and evolve and expand into your ultimate potential, because that's what my kind of people want to do. So I knew that was needed, and I think just from observing over the last couple of years in this crazy, hectic online space, we are in many ways so far from where we were back in the 1980s with all the hustle culture and work all the hours, but there still feels to me like there's this really toxic hustle culture in the online entrepreneurial world. There's so much heavy masculine energy, there's so much push and drive and pressure around things like targets and income goals, and people talking about their $1 million months and doing these big hyped up launches and all the vanity metrics that you see out there, tried and tested marketing formulas and schedules and content plans and yearly plans and very prescriptive ways of doing things, and you should be time blocking this way, all the shoulds, all the FOMO, all the stuff that we just feel drained and exhausted by, and plenty of things to distract you and drain your time and energy, all the must-haves, all the new platforms, all the marketing methods. There's a lot of very pushy, very pressured stuff out there, isn't there? And I think as a result of that, burnout, anxiety, imposter syndrome, all the things, perfectionism, mental health issues, I think they are absolutely rife out there, because I'm going online every day seeing people just really, really struggling. And often the image of success that we see is the insta shiny, insta perfect images of people who have made it, and they're flashing their holidays and their designer bags and all that sort of stuff, and that just fuels the fire for everybody else even more. And everybody's kind of chasing that like their lives depend on it, and very few people are actually living that dream. Even the people who you might imagine are living that dream, maybe some of the people who are sharing those things aren't actually feeling as great as they like to make out in some of those images, because many entrepreneurs just don't know how to evolve and how to get themselves to a place where they are actually connected with their success and enjoying their lives when they've made it. And a lot of people who have made it and got to their goals still live in struggle and stress and lack and waking up not feeling very happy every day. And despite all the mindset and the self-care stuff out there, it's not connecting. Something's going wrong because it's really not working for a huge amount of people out there. So I think it's time for a big change, hence the revolution. So what there really isn't enough of, and what I'd like to see more of, and what I'm bringing about through this framework, is people taking the time to calmly, quietly contemplate and feel into what really works for them as people. It's about slowing down to speed up and to get results and to work in a way that really feels good and authentic and holistic, and checking in with what feels really good and really aligns and doesn't feel forced or fake or cringy, and creating blueprints for success in your life that factor in every aspect of life and not just the revenue goals. We can't just have one thing and pin all our hopes on that and expect to feel like a success when we get there, because if we've not considered everything else in our lives, I've said this many times before, then we get there and we just notice that there's this big gaping hole where we've not considered everything else. So that's so important. And I think it's really, really important to also find a place where you can trust yourself and intuitively lean into what's right for you and your business, and not be swayed by all the fear and doubt and FOMO out there and all the shoulds and things. And I think because we haven't been doing that in this world, a lot of entrepreneurs have lost a sense of who they are and what their business is about and how they want to run things to create their own aligned life, and they've lost how to build happy into their business, and they're doing things that feel deeply misaligned, and their businesses are feeling hard and heavy and stale and sluggish, and there's all this extra work that we're generating through feeling like we need to be doing certain things, which feeds into the procrastination and the low motivation and feeling guilty and pressured and fearful and all of the things. So I want to really make a difference to all of that. So I've designed my Revolution framework to help you overcome all of that, to be able to find sustainable success while making the journey feel fantastic as well. So it's all about bringing back balance and harmony in your business so that you can stop waking up in the morning and feeling that dread and pressure and panic, and feel really clear and confident and know that you are doing things in great alignment with everything you want to achieve. It's all about putting you back in control, releasing all that underlying subconscious stuff that's contributing to these cycles of struggle and stress and scarcity, and helping you find your way forward to your own unstoppable future that's optimized for you. And it's about tackling anxiety and overwhelm on the very deepest level, rewriting unhelpful identity imprints and emotional patterns of behaviour, so there's no longer that need to ride the emotional roller coaster, and you can stay firmly in control of your thoughts and feelings and responses, and all about helping you recapture that fire and flow and focus so that you can just get out there each day with a big smile on your face, knowing that you are creating and living the life that you came for. So that's the framework, and I'm going to be walking you through the 4 steps of that framework in my brand new online retreat, the Revolution Retreat, which is kind of a throwback to that 5 days to feeling calmer challenge that I ran all that time ago. But it's basically for you if you are a business owner who's feeling stuck in the day-to-day and disconnected from your direction, overwhelmed by life, by all the stuff, by relationships or whatever it might be, overwhelmed by the pressure of everything that you feel like you're supposed to be doing, feeling like you're constantly fighting the fires and doing all the hard things rather than enjoying your business and taking that visionary role. If you're feeling out of love with the thing you've created, if you're feeling like you never get a chance to put it down, switch off and relax, if you're feeling guilty for being just so consumed by your business all the time and making it work, if you're feeling exhausted by it all, and if you're feeling a bit like something's got to give, something's got to change before you do, then I would love you to join us. And I know that this is going to be the first of many of these, and this time round it's happening for free, absolutely free of charge. It's happening from the 24th to the 28th of April, and you can join through the link in the podcast show notes, or hop on my website www.abigail-rogers.com/retreat and click the link there, and you can just register to join us, and we'll open the doors to helping you understand how to claim back that time and joy and create the fearless freedom that you came for. I can't wait to work with you for those 4 days. It's going to be really easy, intuitively led stuff, and just taking some time to sit down and really connect with you and your business. Nothing too hard, nothing that's going to take up like your whole day or anything, but just things that are going to be fast, effective, and get you some great results in that time. So I can't wait to see you there. Take care. Thanks for listening today. I'm so grateful to be able to share my thoughts with incredible people like you. If you'd like a little bit more of me in your world, then you can find a wealth of resources over on my website, www.abigail-rogers.com, to help you release imposter syndrome and anxiety, reclaim your power and step into your ultimate abundance. And of course, I'd love you to subscribe or leave a review over on your favourite podcast platform. Take care. See you soon.